I've got your homework in front of me, and really it's a travesty. I haven't seen such poor use of syntax and vocabulary in my many long years as an English teacher. You know what parts of speech are, we've covered it in each year. This is the most worst use of comparatives I've ever read. You write like you speak, and you speak as if you've never read. I don't understand it, I'm not being pedantic. You ought to know semantics, it's not your second language. So you ran it through the grammar check. So what? That's no defence. Just because it ain't underlining green don't mean that it makes sense. And that little paperclip don't know what you're getting at. Not least of all because you've still got it set on North American. Maybe you shouldn't be copying these rappers when they be using the third person plural subjunctive so carelessly. Because a fuck about an Oxford comma? Well, there's me and I'll be marking your papers. So please look at what you've written and think about what it means and try to resolve the ambiguities in your phrase. I went with my cousins, Sharon and Dave. We need you to pass for the sake of the department. So here are a few worked examples. Use commas when you think that there are natural gaps in spoken prose for broken flows of syntax, to indicate pauses, to introduce conjunctions with subordinate clauses, for lists like this one and to help when reading out loud so you know that it's a good place for breathing. Semicolons separate independent clauses, they're Santa's divorce lawyers, and that's a metaphor for you. Unlike when like you're all like Kimberly is fat like a pig like, cause that's like a simile. By whom, with whom, from whom, not who, is dative. You may think it's wrong, but who the fuck are you? Just cause one word has two words as antonyms, it doesn't mean that those two words mean the same thing. Like less and fewer are both opposites and more, but fewer mistakes make marking less of a chore. If you pay less and less attention, you'll get fewer and fewer marks. If you had more dedication, you'd be more likely to pass. But when it comes back covered in red pen, I hear your complaint, but no, you do not know what a double negative ain't. And the pen which I'm writing with should be with which, cause a preposition ain't a word to end a sentence with, bitch. You don't know how to use a colon? You're full of shit. Don't bother me with trifles. I've infinitives to boldly split. So when you're revising every evening with a crammer, remember you get 5% for spelling, punctuation and grammar. And I'm out like that.
Class dismissed.